Cybersecurity bill. I'm Jason Burma, sitting in for Alex Jones just this segment. He'll be back after this. Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with Ecola Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean, great-tasting water without all the pollutants. Get your family off the grid today by ordering your own Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator for your home or business. Their best seller, the Ecola Blue 28, produces up to 7 gallons of water every day. The Ecola Blue 28 is easy to use and economical. Generate your own pure water from the humidity in the air. This system is free of chemicals and uses a multi-stage filtration system, including reverse osmosis, carbon filters, and ultraviolet lights. Order now and claim your water independence today by calling Ecola Blue at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today.
What's your home worth? How can you compare local real estate agents? And how do you get MLS listings for the entire country? If you're thinking of buying a home to take advantage of a tax credit or selling your house, you first need to see an incredible website called HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com will help you find a realtor to buy or sell a home. It's so easy, and best of all, it's free. At HomeGain.com, you can compare realtors anonymously, receive customized proposals, see consumer reviews, then select the best realtor for you. Go to HomeGain.com and get an instant home value estimate, view comparable homes, and check out street views. HomeGain.com has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and contains a wealth of information, like their home improvement tool that helps you determine which home improvements to make to increase your home's value. See the top 12 home improvements right now at HomeGain.com. That's HomeGain.com. Look for Max, the orange HomeGain gorilla, to help you find a realtor or with any other real estate needs you might have at HomeGain.com, your real estate connection.
Hi, Alex has been encouraging you to get food. Well, here's an unbelievable chance for you to jumpstart your food savings plan from eFoodsDirect.com. Anyone placing food orders on the large volume production run scheduled for the week of March 22nd can get a lot of food for very little cost. For example, with each pre-production order of 3 7-day responders, they'll ship a 4th week of food free. That's buy 3, get 1 free. They'll take orders from now until March 22nd. The following week, they'll produce huge runs of the pre-ordered food, passing the savings to you in this buy 3, get 1 free program. Folks, this is the best chance to stock up you'll ever see. Another example, buy 9 months worth of food and get 3 months free. You've got to go to eFoodsDirect.com/Alex for the food buy of a lifetime. Or call 800-409-5633. Go to eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or 800-409-5633.
Ooh, Lord, trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, trouble so hard.
All right, Jason, I'm going to go to calls and a bunch of other news here in a moment. But now, just without breaking it down too much, go through some of the other subsections in the bill.
All right, I want to go through the software standardization right here, because, again, all software will have to go through the cybersecurity panel that, again, is industrialists, globalists, nobody who's actually elected, all appointed.
That's like the SPP, North American Union. Private corporations and secret meetings set it all up.
Absolutely.
This is a corporate global government. Now they're openly saying a Bank of the World constitution running the whole planet with carbon taxes.
And for those that don't believe me, let me just read that subsection again. This is section 3, subsection 1. Shall appoint as members of that panel representatives of industry, academic, nonprofit organizations, again, that they will fund.
Okay.
Interest groups and advocacy organizations, the very special interest groups that control Congress and the Senate, and state and local governments who are qualified to provide advice and information on cybersecurity. So they'll go to the lowest levels as well, because they are also setting up regional cybersecurity.
But the biggest subsection in there is where they go down to IT companies that have 100 or more customers, and they have to put their software in and be run by the federal government. I mean, this is just totally taking over everything.
Absolutely. And then again, when the FCC takes over with their national broadband plan right here in Section 6, subsection 2, we'll all need mandatory licensing beginning in the next 3 years to be on the internet. I wonder if they're going to allow Infowars.com and PrisonPlan.tv.
Well, that's what the New York Times and the White House and all of them have called for, is internet licensing to even get online.
Absolutely. As they train your children, as they go through, and K through 12 students for participation in summer work and internship programs. Why would a kindergartner be in a summer program with the federal government? It's absolutely obscene. It's absolutely absurd. But they want the best and brightest. They want to control it top to bottom. The top, of course, being the appointed members of industry, of the banks, of the special interest groups. And then at the very bottom, the slave class children that will be trained to run this grid. And let's not forget, these aren't just...
Yeah, they're shifting the economy over where there's billions of dollars of funding a year, literally designing and engineering our economy where that's the jobs people can get. That's the scholarships they can get.
And you predicted this back in 2003 or 2002. I can't remember the video, but if you can find the Alex Jones SeaWorld video, he literally goes into the back room and starts typing on the computers and telling people that's how it's going to be. You're going to be trained to sit at your desk and watch a computer and tattletale on people.
Well, no, they said that. That's why I knew.
Yeah.
They said the jobs will be watching each other.
Mm-hmm. And that's what this bill is about. And it's not just about the United States. International standards. And we know how the internet is run.
Last year they hand control of the internet domain system and address system to the UN.
Yeah, that's right. I forget what the organization is.
ICANN.
That's right, ICANN. And they threw a big fit about that, but the national media says, don't worry, just drink your mercury-laced water.
All right, hit the last points.
Again, the government is taking over the entire internet. They're putting it under FCC and NIST control. NIST will tell you how the software can be configured. They will tell you what you can run on your computers. This is for private sector, public sector, in the smallest regions, in the smallest of towns. They're going after you. It says so in this bill. Think about that. Why would they need regional cybersecurity? Why would they need to go after organizations with less than 100 employees? Why is the critical infrastructure also privatized? Why is the FCC stepping in? Again, the internet is the last bastion of freedom, and the FCC has ruined television, they've ruined regular radio, and they will ruin the internet. This is it, Alex. I pray to God that this bill, A, doesn't get worse in the Senate, and B, pass the Senate. People need to wake up. Because my liberal friends sit there and they ninny and say, oh, we need cybersecurity. And it's all in the program. And we have Michael Chertoff and others on CNN with this big cybersecurity act where they literally say at one point, the National Guard is coming in for martial law. And if the governors don't like that it's under federal control, too bad. And then they laughed about it. They're like, too bad. Literally talking about...
Well, that's because the banks are coming in with their swindle takeover, and they've got to suppress free speech so they can get away with all the crimes they're committing. It's like the ATF shutting down gun shows without a law, raiding toy stores and taking their toy, not even real BB guns, and having no law and saying we don't care, spying on us without warrants. I mean, this is happening. Burmis, I'm going to move on to calls. Go ahead and finish some of the last subsections.
Let's see. I just really want to hit on this one subsection again. Section 12.
There's a bunch of other subsections.
I just want to go over this cyber scholarship program because it's so important, Alex. The director of the National Science Foundation shall establish a federal cyber scholarship for service program. And it's going to sound real nice. Your kid is going to come home with that letter, and they're saying, he's a junior computer genius. We want to have him for our summer program. We want to even give you money. And then they indoctrinate your child to spy on you.
Yeah, this is Homeland Security CIA. Go to the next one.
And let's see what we got here.
Because I read it about a month ago on air, and there's a lot of other key subsections there at the end.
They talk about giving prizes. Prizes. Remember the cash prizes for CCTV cameras in the United Kingdom? How they're going to spy on criminals and people are going to watch random CCTV cameras? It's right here. Prizes under this section may consist of federal appropriated funds and funds by the private sector for such cash prizes. So they're making it a reward
Well, that's
system.
like the IRS now paying people to spy on their neighbors and inside businesses and just make stuff up. We're turning into the total snitch society.
Absolutely. And there's a bunch of collusion in here. Basically, administering the competition regulates the competition. It will be even worse than the two giants, Microsoft and Macintosh. No one will be able to get into the game of writing